This is Kratos, a great warrior mentioned in the ancient myths, and it is this very person who bears an immense vendetta against the deities on the summit of Mount Olympus. And it is at this elevated peak that the deities of immense authority reside. The overseers of the world, perceiving Kratos as the foe to be eliminated. Every god harbors an astonishing reservoir of energy within their being. Poseidon, the deity reigning over the vast oceans. Hermes, Zeus, the king of the gods. Hades, the god of the underworld. And Helios, the god of the sun. Poseidon, the god who rules over the vast seas, is the opponent Kratos must encounter today. Kratos initiates his battle with a tremendously powerful sword, continually provoking the gods. Seeing this, Zeus couldn't bear it any longer and ordered his younger brother Poseidon to descend and engage in battle with Kratos. Before facing Poseidon, Kratos is compelled to battle the formidable monsters that are barring his path. Standing on the massive shoulders of Gaia, he faces off against the creature that exhibits a notable resemblance to a seahorse. The conflict between Kratos and this monstrous entity has brought about discomfort for the colossal Gaia. With his own strength, Kratos promptly takes control of the situation and skillfully launches attacks against the menacing creature. The formidable beast fights back with great intensity, but eventually, Kratos prevails by inflicting critical wounds on the seahorse-like creature and compelling it to flee. Propelling himself off the formidable beast, Kratos clings to the mountainside in proximity. Moving onward, Kratos follows the path along the mountainside. Out of the blue, the seahorse-like beast comes back into view. Nonetheless, its objective is the enormous Gaia. Continuing his journey, Kratos faces small monsters that are blocking his path, and with the aid of his Blade of Chaos, he quickly conquers them. Under attack from the sea creature, Gaia pleads with Kratos to assist her. Kratos continues to move, and he encounters a sight of a colossal gate, lifting it with his prowess. Stepping into the gateway unexpectedly, a half-human, half-horse creature launches an attack from the rear. Leveraging his massive strength, a creature with such characteristics can hardly impede Kratos. He swiftly conquers it. Once the creature is vanquished, Kratos makes his way to a door nearby and observes the immense countenance of Gaia outside the entrance. Out of nowhere, the creature that Kratos previously encountered launches a lightning-fast attack on him. Kratos counteracts and rushes towards it, resulting in a collision that seems to induce noticeable pain in Gaia. Afterward, the confrontation between Kratos and the sea creature goes on. Kratos immediately rushes in to assault the oceanic monster. He relentlessly creates wounds that bring the sea creature considerable agony, and the creature responds with resolute resistance. After those relentless successive strikes, Kratos managed to sever one of the sea creature's legs. Afterward, he once again used his weapon to expand the chest cavity of the sea creature. Continuing, he took the leg of the recently severed sea creature and hurled it into its chest cavity, causing the creature to writhe in pain and collapse. As a result, the colossal Gaia broke free from the grip of the oceanic creature and expressed gratitude towards Kratos. Oh no! It seems like I've mistaken. That same creature has reappeared. A voice echoed throughout the ocean, an enormous figure materialized, and here stands the deity of the seas, Poseidon. This deity of the seas will be Kratos' opponent in today's encounter. Poseidon's anger flared, and he addressed Kratos. A mere mortal like you dares to challenge the gods atop Mount Olympus? Afterward, Poseidon released a thunderous strike using his fabled trident. Witnessing the scene, Gaia acted swiftly to assist Kratos. She skillfully grasped Poseidon and propelled him towards the mountain's peak. Capitalizing on the chance Gaia had presented, Kratos quickly moved to strike Poseidon. He swiftly climbed up the colossal form of Poseidon using his weapons, then proceeded to repeatedly stab into the chest of the sea deity before leaping back out. Poseidon grew furious and swiftly seized Gaia, the one who had aided Kratos. The agony was evident on Gaia's face. She attempted to counterattack, but Poseidon thwarted her efforts. Recognizing Poseidon's momentary lapse in focus, Kratos quickly closed the distance towards Poseidon. With the aid of the giant's grip, Kratos pushed Poseidon's form outwards with great force. Grasping Poseidon tightly, Kratos threw him forcefully into a corner. After Poseidon was pushed out, the colossal form of the previously encountered creature dissolved away with the flowing water. Eventually, only Kratos and Poseidon remained, two fighters confronting each other. At this moment, Poseidon had been severely wounded, unable to do anything more. After that, only Kratos remained standing on the battlefield. Delivering a barrage of punches to him, Kratos tightly gripped Poseidon and hurled him into the depths of the ocean, triggering a gruesome scene. The sea's surface suddenly surged, giving birth to an immense tsunami. The surrounding populace panicked, but their utter powerlessness left them unable to do anything. At this moment, the grandeur of the mountains was being obscured by the rising waters. Going back to Kratos, in this instance, he experienced greater unease than elation upon successfully overcoming Poseidon.